Hi, I'm Ponzo Live, and welcome to my League of Legends series, Diaries of a Bronze Player. In this series, I take games of my ranked solo duo grind and compile them into a single video with a lesson behind them. If you are a higher elo player, please leave your flame or constructive criticism in the comments below, because I want to learn and improve as much as possible. And if you're in a similar elo as I am, I hope you can take a thing or two away from the video and let me know what you learned in the comments below as well. Oh yeah, I stream these games that I'm playing on my Twitch channel at twitch.tv/PonzoLive and would love for you to join me sometime. So with all that being said, let's jump into it. First off, let me tell you a little bit about myself as a player. I've totaled about 24 days played on this game, most of which has happened in norms. I main mid lane because I love the champ pool there, flex jungle, and rarely play the rest of the roles. I wanted to start playing ranked because I really wanted to challenge myself as a player and see how far I've come after spending almost a month on the game. But if ranked has taught me anything, it's taught me that I've got a lot to learn. My road to learning starts with my very first game, where I learned a very difficult lesson about ranked League of Legends. Regardless of what elo you're in, everyone is an expert and has a fragile ego. This was greatly evidenced when we had our Shaco, seeing that my lane was getting shoved by this 1990s Power Ranger reject as hard as stuffing into a turkey on Thanksgiving Day the whole game. He decides to spend a lot of time in the bot lane. I swear that this Heath Ledger wannabe made a deal with the devil because in order to get this one kill, he had to feed the enemy team again and again. Luckily, while I was laning, the reject ranger had a stroke mid-fight and gave me a free kill. But even that was not enough to stop this Jinx, who had grown out of control because of our clown jungler acting like he was performing at a kid's birthday party. We tried our best to mount a comeback, with our Diaries possessing enough mechanical skill to operate a robot-performed open heart surgery. But even all the bounty gold in the world, from our tilt-pushing like a basic white bitch traveling to Italy holding up the Leaning Tower of Pisa juggalo, could not give us enough resources to pull off the Alamo successfully, causing our first loss of the night. This second game, I was autofilled to the jungle, and recently, my comfort pick has been none other than the boy Kanye Rost. The game starts out in quite the tilly, as we have an even trade for invade, but seeing this Zyra, who's not gotten any action since she was the first one to develop in grade school, said she had to come back and check some bush, only to be ignited and killed, giving the other team an early advantage. As things were starting to take a turn for the worst, I remembered that I paid off the enemy Bard to play for our team, and the enemy Shem wanted to pad his KDA, which allowed this kitty-loving John Cena the Rock butt sex child to run at large, causing us to get back into the game and cause them to forfeit despite us being behind in gold. I guess copying off of someone who's playing in high elo doesn't always apply to us low lives in bronze. This next game had me returning to the more superior of roles, but was given quite the challenge. A Victor 1 trick with over 2 million Victor points. Hey, there's something outside that's called grass. Maybe you should go try and touch it sometime. Luckily, this game we had a Shaco that looked a lot more like the Joker in The Dark Knight instead of that sad representation of a clown in the first game, ganking my lane not once, but twice, and saving me from the tower in the second gank, verifying our solid broship for the game to come. I will give some credit to the enemy jungler, because as I go for a sick solo dolo on this sad excuse for a Victor 1 trick, his jungler realizes ours is helping top lane out, which gave their Nocturne a free kill on me after using my troll pull. Feeling livid after this, I decided to take my services bot side to this gosh darn ash Overwatch cosplayer and small brain fire zombie, whilst our support waits in the bushes for the play to develop and joins our forces to help the team secure a couple of easy kills. Feeling like the inferior mid lane here, Schmikta tries to follow my roam after the shit thrower spam pings him, dooming him for another death. Seeing how low we were, the enemy Nocturne smells blood in the water, completely ignoring the objective at hand and securing a kill, but letting Why So Serious walk by and stabby stab him for some more gold. Feeling bad that he totally baited the rest of his team, Arclight Zombie Brain tries to come up and make a play, but here comes the Chad Fish, guns ablazing, to help the homie out, full comboing him, and rewarding the insane clown posse with a little doink for some easy gold. At this point, the team was getting tired with playing with their food, so we thanked the enemy team for leashing Soul Point for us and marched to their Nexus for an easy dub. If the rest of the games didn't make the title apparent enough, then this game will really give you an idea of why I named it this. During the champ select screen, our jungler took no time to point out my abysmal, yet true, win rate in ranked, and was getting BM'd by the 6 scientists in Walmart Sonic in the laning phase. So I had to show him what Sword Whippy Wappy was all about and pull off a sick solo dolo when I returned to lane. Enraged by the disrespect that continued to ensue, the second drag fight was a perfect opportunity to show what a Chad I am for playing such a balanced character that I DPS'd for the next team fight and picked up another solo dolo in the process. Getting tired of my super clean ults, the enemy team tried making a comeback by pushing our base turrets, but our base god team had other plans until this stealth god Teemo tried to pull a fast one on us. Nice try though. I was getting to the point where I was trying to big dick it and really push the limits of my champ. Drawing 4 people south of the border to give my team a free Baron. With that type of late game damage, surely we march for the win, right? Wrong, as we get so distracted with making YOLO plays that we forget the objective of the game, which is to blow up the turrets that are shooting at our face. As we regroup, we decide to take the other big objective at hand, the Elder Dragon. And as we easily win another fight, we march back to the enemy base to finally take what is ours. Right? Wrong, as we are still too incompetent to even think, how can we beat a frisbee tossing lizard with only half of our health from the previous fight? So we think, okay, let's regroup. We can finally end if we get this last Baron, right? So once we get the Baron, our team groups up and pushes harder than a mother trying to give birth at 4 a.m. while realizing that our powder puff baby is taking a vacation to Cancun and backing while we try to get active to win this game once and for all. And as we dive balls deep into this Sanic and Lizard baby ult, we lose the fight initially. But good thing we have our powder puff ball girl to come save the day and get a triple kill to win us the game. At least she was humble about it, right? To sum it all up, a lot of these games came down to small moments that if we had shifted our focus to objectives versus kills, we would have had an easier time winning. In the future, looking towards how we can manage objectives and apply pressure should be a lot more important than seeing what kind of tampon-stained low-health idiots we can exploit to pad our stats. Because at the end of the day, we can have the craziest stats in the world, but if we lose, we are still as bad as the Iron Ian who has been hard stuck there since the beginning of the game's release. If you like this kind of content, please feel free to subscribe and leave a comment with what you thought of it. I also stream these games on my Twitch and would love to play with you sometime. Can't wait to see you on the next one.